What is up, Pokemon Trainer? This is Espada here with another Pokemon news. This is going to be a long one, and there it's been a while I've done another one of these. And let's go up to the first Pokemon. We have Honedge, the Sword Pokemon, but the Sword Pokemon. He is a Steel and Ghost type. He stands about 2 feet 7 inches and weighs 4.4 pounds, and his ability is No Guard. He is the way his description is, it was a sword that a ghost possess, and the little sash on top of his handle is moving, and he can unsheath itself. He can learn sword dance. I kind of like this design, but it looks weird when he put his sheath on. Look like he had like 3 eyes. But he looks cool overall. Some people was hoping for him to have levitate, so they can do the sky battles with him. That's gonna be awesome, but it's not gonna happen. With Source Dance, he's gonna dance in himself or something. That'd be funny also, but I don't think that happening either. But I think his design looks cool. There's a lot of pictures on the even art of him. Some of them are cool and funny. And now we get to Panchan. We didn't know if he had an evolution at first, but over time we like his design with the little leaf in his mouth. Some people thought he was gonna turn into Kung Fu Panda. We actually have his evolution that I'm about to show up in a few seconds, and so far I like his design for his evolution. It reminds me of something I've seen in anime. And now we about to see the evolution of Pancham. And this is his evolution, Pangoro, the Dazzling Pokemon. I think I'm saying that right. He's a dark fighting type. He knows the ability Iron Fist, and he stands about 6 feet 11 inches and weighs 299.8 pounds. Like, his design overall looks awesome. It reminds me of Japanese high schoolers in anime, where they have their jackets like that, like it looks like a flowing cape behind them. Like animes like they show those kind of uniforms in Yu Yu Hakusho, and I can't remember any other ones. I think Bleach also, but not those colors. And we're about to see this new squid Pokemon, Inky. I think Inkly. I can't say it right, but he's the revolving Pokemon. He is a dark psychic type, but this type is kind of unique to me because to me when I saw this, I thought this like a dark water type or a water psychic type. And his ability is Conjuring. I can't say that right. He stands about 1 feet 4 inches. He weighs 7.7 pounds, and he has a new move, a new dark type move for him called Turvy. Topsy Turvy. He has an interesting design. He also has an interesting way of evolution. Also, like Pangoro, I forgot to say. They have the way to evolve in new ways that we previously thought that Pokemon could never do because we know some things of evolution. And then this is it's Inkly's evolution. Mararo, I can't say that right, but he's the overturning Pokemon, also a dark psychic type. Has the same ability, Continuity. I still can't say that right. He's about 4 foot 11 inches and weighs 103 pounds. I mean, 103.6 pounds. He can learn psychic, cause he kind of interesting too. because he looked like a kraken. Because I want to see how he evolves, even Pangoro. And we're about to see the next Pokemon. You already seen this one. This is Scallop. And he and another Pokemon are going to be an exclusive for Pokemon Y. And because this was leaked and said on the official Pokemon website. I just want to see what he does overall in the game. See if he's strong. I might get one. Also, this is Spitzel. It is called its species is the it's the perfume Pokemon. It's a fairy type. It has the ability Healer, heals your Pokemon, I think, or heals itself. I mean, it heals itself. I mean, and it's 8 inches tall and weighs 1.1 pounds. Has a new fairy move called Draining Kiss. It looks cool. It looked like a bird to me than a fairy, but it is a fairy in some way. And we have a Clomcher. I can't say that his fucking name right, but the crawfish looking Pokemon, the blue crawfish. He is an exclusive of Pokemon X. And I'm not getting this game. Maybe might also get this game, but maybe later on. But it looked like a strong Pokemon, strong water type. And we're about to see the other Pokemon that's also gonna be part of Pokemon X. And it's kind of funny. It makes me hungry looking at this Pokemon. This is Swirlix, the cotton candy Pokemon. It's a fairy type. Its ability is Sweet Veil, where it it won't, like, if it gets hypnotized to fall asleep with hypnosis, it won't go to sleep. Even the Pokemon in your team won't be able to go to sleep. It'll be awake the whole time. And it's about 1 foot 4 inches and weighs 7.7 pounds. Looking at this making me hungry. This is like a cotton candy Pokemon. We had an ice cream Pokemon in the last generation, and I like how he looks kind of derpy a little bit. I wish he was in Pokemon Y version. And overall, he looked like he's a fighter. I'm just gonna want to see what he can do. And we about to see the next Pokemon that about to show up. We have Xerneas. It's the life Pokemon, and it been revealed that it's a fairy type. It has the ability Fairy Aura, where it powers up its fairy type moves, and some reason on the website says it also powers up your opponent's fairy moves if it has any. That's kind of OP a little bit for this Pokemon, for its ability powers up its fairy moves, and it stands at 9 feet 10 inches and weighs 474.1 point 0 pounds, and it has the move Geomancy. You about to see images of what Geomancy looks like. It looks cool. I would have thought this would be like a grass fairy, but fairy is alright. You about to see the next Pokemon. This is Yveltal. It is the destruction Pokemon. It is a dark flying type. It has the ability Dark Aura. It's the same as what Fairy Aura can do. It powers up dark moves. Its dark moves, and also the opponent's dark moves. And maybe also other dark Pokemon you have on your team, maybe. And it stands at 19 feet tall. It weighs 447.5 pounds and has the move Oblivion. I can't say that right. Oblivion Wind. can't say that right either. It's hard to say for me. I think it's Oblivion Wing. Okay. In the Japanese saying it was, I think it was too bad for it to, I mean, like too violent to say in America. That's why they went with Oblivion. Okay, I got it right. But nice typing, nice move it has. And this is why I like this Pokemon. These destruction Pokemon is fucking awesome. This is what how Geomancy starts powering up. Scattering up all these different lights around it. And I think in the next, like, I think also the little gems on its horn start to glow also, I think. And then gems gather up around it. Just like how Arceus have those plates on him. But I wonder how, what would a fairy type plate would look like on Arceus. I don't care how you pronounce it, Arceus or Arceus. Fuck it, I pronounce it the way I want. And so some of these images don't know how strong the move would be, because this is his signature move. Also, the Oblivion Wing for Yveltal has. So you see like many jewels floating around it, glowing. I think I'm sure that the gems on his horn glow too. And I want to know what their item you gonna be able to have them hold with, and because I think if they had their own item, that I think it would help them power them up too. And I think they do because it's like hard to see in some of these images. And I don't know, it looks like a good, cool move, Geomancy. I don't know. I wish Yveltal has some kind of move that's like that, but unlike the movie he has already. You about to see him like charging up their aura. You see Yveltal charging up his aura. He activated it because I want to see how what the aura, like the abilities will work this time in. Because I think they have more leeway with the 3DS to show off their abilities how they work, like in the anime does. This is him using Oblivion Wing. It's hard to say. It's a red beam that comes out, I think, from his wings or his mouth. But so far, it looks awesome. And then I still want to get him. And also, this is how you see Xerneas powers up its fairy aura, how it unleashes it against a Dragonite. That's gonna be weak to it anyway. And by seeing this, maybe there'd be some Pokemon with these abilities also besides the legendary. And then here we have the Professor Sycamore. He meets you at Luminos City. Also, there's like a rumor that he might like they said on the Celebi.net where says you get to battle him at some points. Like it's like on some days. I mean, he looks awesome. He's like a young professor, much like Professor M in Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Gold and Silver. And it's kind of nice to have like younger professors in the game, just like Professor Juniper, the first female professor in the games. And then I don't know when will you be able to get the Pokemon and the Pokédex for him. I don't know at the first time, or we have to walk all the way to Luminos City to get it. I don't know how it's gonna work out for you to get the Pokemon, or it's gonna be like in the last game where you get it as a present. You have to pick your Pokemon, something like that. Maybe I kind of like that option. Like I mean, not the option, not option, but the way they presented it. Kind of awesome. The way how detailed with the 3DS technology looks awesome. And then we're about to see the one of the other gym leaders that been revealed. This is gym leader Grant. He excels in any sports like bike riding, mountain climbing, and other such sports like that. I'm not sure what kind of his gym typing is. Like, could be rock or ground type, or maybe something we haven't seen before, a dual type gym. I don't know. If it was a dual type gym, that'd be awesome. I don't know. That'd be kind of interesting for a Pokemon game to do, having a gym having dual types, like rock and ground, things like that. And his design looks awesome. You don't see that many I, I don't know African American gym leaders in Pokemon games. Because the last one we had was in fifth gen with the museum, and I kind of like this. And this is gonna be awesome. The way we see gyms now when they show when they show the first teaser, how some gyms gonna be more interactive. It's kind of like how in Hardcore, one of the bug type gym leaders gym was like you had to ride a spider to each part. I thought that was awesome. And then see, and then in fifth gen, the bug gym leader in that game, you have to go through honey, honey doors to get to him. Cause I haven't played Black and White 2. I saw you have to pass by through webs. That's kind of cool. And then when I see meet the next gym leader, it's is I can't pronounce his name right. This is gym leader Claremore. I don't know. When I saw him, I thought, is he the son of Doc Ock? Cause he had the two claws. I don't know. Like, damn, Doc Ock had a son. And then it says he likes science. I don't know. I don't know what his typing is. It could be also dual typing. Like it could be steel and let's see what goes well with steel. Steel and electric, or just electric at all. Maybe his design is also cool. I don't know how would you meet him in the game, like, or do you just go to the gym? Like, what kind of? It looks like he's gonna make you think when you go to his gym. Like, figure out how to beat some puzzles in his gym to get to him. Like some science type puzzles. And then also, he has a little sister. You also meet her. She's like like the way they say here, his sister's like his unwavering competition. They have their own battle of the minds. It's kind of cool. Like in the anime, we have Brock with his little brothers and sisters, but they never show that in the anime. I mean, not in the anime. I don't mean the anime. I mean they do show in the anime, but they don't show that in the game. This is the first time we see some gym leads have like relatives. Besides the older gym leaders are in the game. Damn, somebody's on Skype. Stop notifying me. And then we have Team Flare. Team Flare, so far what I've seen, they look like they want to make some money off of Pokemon. I don't know if they want to take over the world or some shit like that. Doesn't look like they do. Look like they're just businessmen or something. I don't know how will they be introduced in the story. I don't know. I'm thinking that it'd be funny that their boss is like the wrestler Ric Flair from WWE. That'd be funny. Don't know. It's too vague about what they're trying to plan in X and Y. Some people are thinking it could be two different teams, one for X and one for Y, but I doubt it'd be one team. I think because one team makes it stable, but two teams is kind of unstable. Oh shit! And the woo, woo. No, young man, I'm not part of Team Flair. I'm just a wrestler doing his thing. Cause I'm not with no organization that takes away Pokemon for money. You know, brother, you keep fighting the great fight in Pokemon. And always, you can always count on Ric Flair to help you out. And before I go, I'd like to say one thing. But you, Team Flare, grunts right there, out there, I mean, I'd like to say, you can't beat the nature boy, Ric Flair. Woo! Poor Ric Flair. Tell it like it is. And thanks. Oh, that was interesting. Alright, back to Team Flare. I don't know. They look kind of weird. Maybe they deal with fire and money. I don't know. Basically, I don't know what their goal is besides making money. They do have cool sunglasses. It's easier to tell with some in some of the grunts. You can't tell if they're male or female just by looking at their names and how their outfits look. But this time it looks little distinguished now how to tell if they're male or female. The female have like the two little flaming ponytails on both sides, and then with the guy they have some kind of weird ponytail thing on the side. Their overall design look like a trench coat mixed with a suit, and that little symbol right there. Maybe they trying to do like what they did in first gen, where their boss is the gym leader, maybe, and that's the badge you. Well, maybe that's one of the badges you get. Let's look it based off. I don't know. Still wondering why they're like this. Like why they're that's their belt buckle or something. And they're trying to and like one in this part I found in the website, they try to restore fossils to make some money. Look like they're selling Pokemon, even if it's ancient Pokemon from the past. Cause we see our two heroes that one of us play as. Maybe trying to stop them. Maybe. Yeah, it is. It looks like it. Cause look, this is where it looks like we're trying to stop them. I still kind of like how they do the little comic book, word bubble things. It's kind of cool for a Pokemon game to do. I feel like I'm looking at a comic book or a manga. maybe the next update we're gonna have about this game, we want to have more information about the organization, some more Pokemon, more things about the whole Kalos region, more, I don't know, maybe how the fairy type been discovered in the Kalos region. And now you're about to see a little bit about the O powers. Basically, what you see in your I forgot what this thing is called now, but like the different option, you have one to trade. I'm about to talk about it in a moment about trading, but that's, you already know about trading, but and then about the shout out, bottle spot, and hollow cast. I'm about to talk about that soon. This is what the description of what I'm going to be talking about with these different options in the game. This is going to be more useful than the Sea Gear was because it's more interactive now. And basically, when I learned about the O powers, it's interesting how it's how it's put together, and that we see, yeah, that we see more of the O power here. And some reason I'll be talking about here about the global link, and this, they're gonna do something uh about for the new games coming out, and so I'm gonna be sad that this not gonna be functioning for something. I'll tell you when I get to that point in this news. Now, we all know how to evolve Pokemon. One way is evolutionary stones. Like an example, what I show here, like Pikachu. We use the Thunderstone. We get a Thunderstone from a bag. Pick a Pokemon to see if it's available to evolve with it. And if it is, it's going to tell us if it's able or unable to evolve with this. I'm just saying this for people who are new to the series of the games, where they just, this is their first time, this is going to be their first game. And then after it, one of your Pokemon are able to evolve with the Thunderstone, or any other stone you have that works with any Pokemon that you have on your team. And after after that, like some people they check what their stats are first, so they write down what they're based at that stage of the Pokemon they had first. That's what some people do, because sometimes in the Pokemon books, people we have, it tells what their base stats are. It's different when they evolve. I think that some people do. They write it down to see what made their Pokemon stronger, and then when they evolves, to see what's their max. And then when you use the stone, something happens. Like we see here, Pikachu is starting to evolve. Uh, like I like when they do something like this, like the show with new players are still trying to get into the Pokemon game, like know what the difference between regular evolving with leveling up, where you just level them up with even with happiness too, or with the stones. Like you see a flash when they evolve. Also, I didn't talk about leveling up and using the stones are two different things. Leveling up makes your Pokemon evolve, and then you see it evolves into a Raichu. Even with evolving Pokemon, what happens is you do train them, but you just train how friendly they are to you as a trainer. It's like with I think Pichu and Riolu, you have to max out their French. I mean their yeah, their happiness for them to evolve. And then not doesn't look like an example of trait evolution, but I'm kind of lazy to find a picture of it. But basically, you trade a Pokemon like you do with any Pokemon you want to get from a friend. Like you trade one Pokemon for, in this example, I got you trade a Pikachu for Lapras. This is this is the same picture I'm gonna use. That I'm using from another part in this news. And then after you trade one Pokemon, like just say you start out with a Ghastly and you leveled it up, and it evolved into a Hunter. And then with a friend, you want to evolve that further to make it stronger. You trade it, and then they evolve into a Gengar. And then you send it back to your friend that you send the Pokemon of you